Now, the other thing to keep in mind, and this is fun too, is if we want to get serious, then we have to add a third square same size to our image. And we're going to take and divide this down the center. And I'm just going to divide this in half. So 1/2. I only think in terms of halves, by the way. 1/2. I was terrible in math at school, but now I'm an art teacher, so everybody has to deal with my math. Which is nothing ever goes above 3, and we only divide things in half, right? And so, you know, whoa. Okay, so this is where the head fits. So the head is right here. The nose is here. The eyes are obviously in the center, and so we have a third, you know, the 1/3, 2/3, 3/3 head. This is where it inserts at the top right here, see? So if I come in here, I can say, okay, here's the halfway point. I draw this up like this, 1/2, 1/2. I can now put the head on the top of the figure if I want. See? And then I can also put the face on it. By the way, when you do these heads, you kind of, I like doing heads like this. Angle of the top of the head, angle of the front. I learned that from Steve Houston. And here, not directly, but just by observing what he does. So, you know, it's a 1, 2, 3 structure. Then you put the face on. And by looking at the model or deciding, you put the face on. And again, I want to remind people that these are simple heads, right? These are not like Russian heads. I teach that at Art Center.
So you mean
Complicated heads. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting because, you know, when you take a head drawing class, they teach you how to draw heads this big. And, you know, they put every single point you could possibly see on the head. But at least in our business, you end up drawing heads this big, and they're cartoon heads. So, you know, I think there's value in both. But here's what I want you to see is the eyes are here. The brow ridge is here. The base of the nose is here. The cheeks exist between the eyes and are level with the nose. And then this pulls the face forward. And then this is the back of the face. That's the jaw. And then, you know, eventually what will happen is you'll get something that goes like that on the side. This comes in. The nose comes and inserts up here. The eyes are in here. There's the lower muzzle. There's the ear. I use the sternocleidomastoid that comes from right behind the ear, and I use that as a way of connecting the neck to the pit of the neck. Yeah, it's just, you know, I did it right here. Bang. It's just a connecting point. The other thing is, if I take this square here, so I'm going to take the chest square right here, and do this. If I take this and divide it in half, that's more or less where the pectoralis starts. So again, for a quick figure construction, I can say pectoralis, and it just follows the arm. See?